Hello everyone, I hope you are well. Wow, what a day. This pertains to you if you invest in First Republic Bank or you're thinking about investing in First Republic Bank. So if you're new or you've been here before, then you know kind of my spiel, what's going on here. So my prediction has this is going to a $10 stock price. I have been saying that since Friday. And I'm getting closer and closer here. Now at $10, I have a immediate trigger to buy shares and get my little foot in this. But there are some big things going on here. So today, let's just kind of clarify what happened before we get into like a candlestick chart. Here's what popped the stock today in general. Janet Yellen came out today talking about this bank specifically, and banks in general, and what's going on, and pretty much making people feel more comfortable. There, it's on here, the transcript, there's a video, you can watch it. But what that did in so many words, it built up the stock right on the heaviest moment of the market. In the market today, it did pretty well. And we saw First Republic here today almost make it to a $20 bid price, almost right around 140. Then towards the end of the day, everything we gained, it's pretty much lost again. It's ending out here right around a $13.50, $14 mark. It's playing still after hours here. I'm watching it on Webull, I'm watching it on Robinhood, I'm watching it on a bunch of different things, and it's still being traded around here a little bit. So here's the next part of, what I'm going to say. And listen, friends, like I know I'm talking bearish here, but I'm very bullish on this coming back. So I do want to say that. I'm not trying to talk down about the stock or anybody investing in it. I'm trying to get in myself here, but I do want to get in at the right spot, and I do think it's going to take more damage here. Now today with that, a lot of analysts were making more predictions. We had a rebound today, but a lot of things that rebounded, like First Republic here, they just, at the end of the day, they kind of fell short again. So with all this money that's already been pumped into this company, the news that's been pumped into it today, it's kind of like, okay, well, what's left? Well, tomorrow, too, Jerome Powell will be talking for the Fed and talking about rates. Will rates stay the same, go up, come down? More than likely, they're probably going to go up. So this will, once again, dramatically damage the stock market, probably. And bank stocks in general will probably get disintegrated again tomorrow. So if you're looking for a place to buy in, hey, tomorrow, this bad boy might be hitting $10 or less. I think the playground right now with this stock, what we're going to see here is probably going to be safe, in the safe range of like $13 to $18. I think that's going to be the playground here. I mean, today we saw, I mean, if you were shorting this today, man, give yourself a round of applause. Huge gain day, and then huge sell-off. I was even talking to a buddy today around like 11 o'clock. He's like, I think I'm just going to go in. I don't want to miss it. And I'm like, I think this is a pump. I think this is just a pump. I think it's going to fall back down. Now, honestly, I thought it was going to fall back down to like a 1550, but it fell even harder than that. With such a tremendous rebound it had, I thought it would at least keep that $15 mark, but man, it is trying to even keep a 14, 13 at this moment right now when I'm recording this. I mean, tomorrow is anyone's guess at this point. Once Jerome talks tomorrow, it's either going to bring fire or it's going to bring the gates of heaven. I don't know. But either way, it's going to be very good or very bad. And getting a little bit into this candlestick chart here, I mean, you can see right where this walk up happened. I mean, the stock started off amazing. It was like, okay, here we go. And then once we hit that 130 mark, it just, man, all the momentum was lost. People started selling out. It was obvious what was going on. And, and it was kind of like a lot of us feared, I think, that we were going to have this huge walk up, and then, we were going to lose it, and we lost it. So it hit around the $20 mark, but then it just kept falling and falling. A lot of people have been saying, yeah, I think it's going to hit a $10 mark. A lot of people have been telling me I'm crazy. And, when I say it's going to go to a $10 mark, I'm not trying to be like mean or bearish. I know there's people that bought in for a lot higher rate. I'm just saying, like, what's the good news? When we look into the future of what's coming with the stock market, if we look down the pipeline of what's going on here, we know that banks in general, they've been talking about this summer raising rates, possible let-goes. Bad things were already going to happen before all this Silicon Valley mess started happening. And tomorrow, Jerome Powell is probably going to say some bad stuff. I mean, I mean, usually when he talks, he doesn't talk about good stuff. Let's be honest here. So tomorrow we could see this stock hit an all-time low. So friends, if you haven't bought in or you're wanting to, maybe even get your stock price lower, tomorrow might be the one and only day where we see tremendous damage in this stock. But hopefully from there on, the rest of the week and on, we can start to see it really rebound. Or hopefully I'm completely wrong, and hopefully it holds this 15 and plays around this 20 for a while until it can get its feet up. Here's the one thing, like people, what we saw today, they invested in the stock to short it and because they had good news. But after today, what's left? Right now, we're not seeing people invest in this stock for long term. We're seeing it being swapped hands, traded back and forth for a short money making day, which is fine. It's great. That's what you're supposed to do. But to get this even back to a $50 mark, that is going to take some time. And that is going to take a lot of investors with a lot of volume and a lot more good news from the overall economy, banking system, rates, the feds, everything in general. So just be careful who you're listening to right now, because this is, yes, an opportunity, but this also is a situation where you're going to have patience and invest. But one thing that did come from the Janet Yellen conversation today was that, we weren't talking about being sold or being bought up, anything like that. So that's positive news. The stock is going to take damage regardless of what's coming here tomorrow until it's talked about, because people, obviously, as we saw today, were just, selling out, scared, cold feet. And I think that was to be expected. So friends, look at the news, look at what's going on out there. Listen, this isn't just like tomorrow thing. This is like until the summer, where we know the Fed's going to be doing hikes. We know a lot of things are going on here. That's going to affect the overall banking system in the economy. So the writing on the wall is, what's the good news? There's not a lot of good news right now. So why would this stock shoot back up? I see people saying like, well, it's going to be $90 by the end of the week. Why would it be $90 by the end of the week? Just because people in chat rooms are saying it's going to be pumped? I don't think that's the safe route to go on this. You're looking at a stock that has been extremely damaged and that is not doing well right now. It's surviving, yes, but it's going to take a moment to really get this thing back up and going. People that are going to put really big money into this, and I'm not talking like $500 to $1,000. I'm talking about big boy investors that are going to come in here and they're going to drop $10,000, $20,000 in this stock to really help push it up. So friends, with all that, I really do want to wish all of you the best of luck. Tomorrow is a big day in the news. We're all going to be listening. We're all going to be watching. Like I said, if Jerome comes out with bad news, friends, just be prepared to what's going to happen tomorrow. We could definitely see this fall to a $10 to an $8 range. I don't think that's impossible. And like, listen, there's people predicting worse situations than I am. There's analysts out there saying that this is going to be $3 to $5. They think by the summer. Obviously, I'm hoping it's not. I would like to see it back up and running here, but even as I'm watching it right now, it just hit 13 again. It is trying to hold this $13 mark. By the end of the night, it could be a low 13 to a $12 mark. Friends, I'm going to shut up. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you're at. I wish everyone the best of luck with this situation. I really, really do mean that. I think this is a life-changing opportunity for you as an investor. If we get in at the right moment and we can just let it sit and marinate, it could be a really big move for all of us. Friends, take care. Bye, everyone.